I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Yeah, guys, I can't even show my freaking face. Man, I lost to a girl this week in my work league, man. Oh, my goodness. But hey, look, she had to pull out. But we'll get into that. Welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Hey, guys, we're going to recap weeks 12 and 13 real quick. I ain't going to hold you, just my accountability. Then we're going to slide into the waivers, okay? It's going to be a nice, smooth transaction. So let's just get into it, man. Now, I'm going to tell you, week 12 and week 13, in my two leagues, as you know, I have a work league, which is going postal, and I have the Flawless Fantasy Football Listener League, okay? Now, each week 12 and week 13, I went 1-1 each week, in both weeks, okay? Went 1-1. Now we're going to start, first we'll just start with the work league, okay? Going postal, 12-team standard scoring. And week 12, let's just go to week 12. Week 12, I won 109. Team Profit won 109 to 104 over multiple scoregasms. Yeah. Look, that was a hard-fought win, hard-fought game. Thanks to Tua having a bum game against the Jets. You know, it's tough to throw on the Jets. Josh struggles against the Jets. Houston's quarterback goes against the Jets this week. It'll be interesting to see how he does. So, It's gonna be something to see. I can't wait because I actually want to root for them. Root for him is gonna really see how he performs against the Jets secondary. But 109 to 104 over multiple scoregasms. That took me to 9-3 after 12 weeks. And okay, so 9-3, and I was on the top of. Actually, I was at the top of the way. Yeah, I was in sole possession of first place. Yep, correct. Because there was other person they was 9. They had a tie. Yeah, so I was in sole possession. Nevertheless, week 13. Now here comes week 13. I played against Big Pigskin Princess, and she put up a 138. She beat me 123 to 138, Pigskin Princess. Look, man, I had a solid week, man. Guys put up legit points. Yeah, my quarterback had a 13 or some crap like that. But at the end of the day, just people on her team snapped. Tyreek scored 30 standard points. A-Chain scored 22. Nico had 28. Her Chargers defense had 17, man. There was nowhere I can go. And she had Trooper on the bench that had 20. Man, look, man, I was meant... It was meant to happen. If I'd have won, the only way I could have won, it was really no way I could have won because there was no quarterback I was actually thinking of picking up and I should have started somebody else over Kyler Murray playing against Pittsburgh. But, I figure, hey, I'll go down, you know what I'm saying, on this ship. But each time I said that, because I said it with Burrow earlier this year, you know what I'm saying, when I knew I should have benched him, and I lost. So sometimes I think I'm just have to start making a tough decision. This time, my teams belong to me, not to my starting quarterback. So currently right now, after week 13, starting week 14, this coming week, which is the last week in most leagues before the playoffs start, week 15, here are the standings. And I'm playing Doug's Thugs, and as you can see, I'm playing him this week. And if I beat him, and I'll have the number 1 seed and a bye week. Feeling pretty good. The only things he has against me is Josh Allen and San Francisco defense. He got some other players there. He got Bijan. He got some other players, but I'm not really worried about him too much. So my team just got to come to play. Jameis Winston's going to be throwing that rock to Olave. I'm expecting big things. If Puka can score, I really feel as if I got a shot to win. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of Kyler Murray, Speaking of Kyler Murray, he's on a bye this week, and that's in my work league. He's the only quarterback I have. So I'm thinking about. I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick another quarterback. Okay. Now there's a boatload of quarterbacks out there, right? Boatload of quarterbacks, and thank goodness the guy that I'm playing, I get to pick before him. That's one of the beautiful parts about not being in first. Because had I been on first, he would have picked a quarterback and blocked me. And I'm sure maybe other people might pick a quarterback as well because they may want to block me as well because I'm in the second place and they might want me to lose so they can get a chance to get this, get one of the bye weeks. So, but it's a plethora of choices out there. Let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to give you guys like 5 quarterbacks and let me know what you think in the comments who you believe I should pick up. Or which, out of your favorite out of these 5. In no particular order, okay? No particular order. Baker Mayfield versus Atlanta. I don't know who's home or not. So Baker Mayfield versus Atlanta. Gardner Minshew against Cincinnati. Dobbs against the Raiders. I believe Dobbs is I believe he's gonna start, so we'll see. Stafford against Baltimore or Browning against Indianapolis. Mayfield, Minshew, Dobbs, Stafford, or Browning. So let me know which quarterback you think I should have on the top of my waivers that's going to be processed tonight. All right, so let's move along to Flawless Fantasy Football Listener League, and let's see what's popping over there. Let's see what's freaking popping. Week 12, I played Freshly Squeezed. Oh, yeah. Mr. Joey T. Mr. Joey T put it on me at 142 points to 110. I just couldn't get past the Dakota Prescott. Man, he pounded me out nicely with him. And that dropped me to 7-5. I'm going to try my best not to talk about, the game that I dropped because I didn't play my running back because I was making a video on Sunday. I'm going to try not to, but you know what? I'm not going to say about it anymore because I can't really control that. But, I can control it, but I'm probably going to mention it again. But I kind of want to earn it. So, because had I not did that, I'd have been in playoff contention. So, and plus, like I said, if I don't make it, that means one of you guys get in there. So that's fine. But I have to win this week. So that happened week 12. Freshly Squeezed beat me 142 to 110. That dropped me to 7-5. Week 13, your boy Sir Flawless came back with a vengeance. Took it out on Team Ill Phil. He put up a respectful 122, but your boy snapped with the 150. With the clean 150. That's right. Then that upped my record up to 8-5. Currently in 4th place with week 14 to go. Now, I still need to win to secure because if I lose, then if certain other people win, it could potentially push me to 7th based on what's going on. I don't never look at the analytics and what could happen. I just know I need to win, so we'll see what happens. I'll put my best slide up in. I've already talked to the guys, and they should be snapping this week to make sure Sir Flawless get in the playoffs. If not, it wasn't meant to be. All right, so here's the standings currently. And people are still in it. You had people saying like, oh, who I'm going to play next year. Oh, listen, you still got a shot. Don't give up. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Till the fat lady sings. All right, that's enough of this. I can show my face now. All right, man, look, let's just get into it. So, we have a waiver wire. Week 14, this is a very critical week. Critical condition. So, we have to decide, do you want to rock with the people that got you here? Or do you want to pick up some new players to fill some voids? Big waiver wire, you have to, like I always put in the description, add and drop accordingly. Add and drop accordingly. This is your team, your future, your fate. Let's get into the quarterbacks. Now, we saw that immaculate performance by Mr. Browning, man. Look, Mr. Jakery Browning, man, that dude balled the hell out. He balled the hell out. I remember I picked him up in the work league because he was gonna start for Burrow the 1 week, but then Burrow ended up starting or something like that because he had came in or something like that. He was supposed to start, but Burrow came back in. But they started the game kind of slow. Remember, they were throwing the little short passes. They're throwing the short ones to Jamar. Short ones to Jamar. And then they just, start running a little bit and they just opened the game up. And man, he showed potential. Hell, he was acting like Joe Burrow back there. JB. And he's a streaming quarterback for this week against Indianapolis. The Colts, Colts always getting into up and down games and stuff like that. So that can be a potential streamer for week 14. They do get close, in my opinion. They try to run down there. But the fact that they have old Higgins back over there, plus with Boyd, the pieces over there to take it away from, take all the pressure off Jamar Chase. Jay Brown, it could be look, I'm going to try to get the beat. I'm going to try to get him. I don't know how I want to prioritize him on waivers on my work league, but we'll see what happens. Jordan Love got a good matchup for if he's still out there in some leagues. They're going against the Giants, and he's just been balling, man. He's just been balling. I'm so happy for him. So happy for him, man. I was happy that, that he beat the Chiefs, even though, they decide who's going to win. But outside of that, it was good that he got that notoriety, the W, so he can, beat Patrick Mahomes on prime time. That says a lot. It kind of make me feel like they got plans for him, not this year, but plans for him. So Jordan Love against the Giants should be a nice play. Gardner Minshew as well. Gardner Minshew, he give you those up and down games, gunslinger, running around like he's crazy, throwing it to Pittman and stuff like that. So Gardner Minshew is a great streamer as well. Cincinnati can get thrown on. And who knows, that game might have a high over-under. You get a lot of juice from either Browning or him or Jordan Love. So those are my three quarterbacks that, I feel great about being able to start. Jake Browning, Jordan Love, and Gardner Minshew. And if you're frisky, you can go get Jameis Winston. You know what I'm saying? You can eat some W's. Oh. Why the hell did he do that? Imagine being in the huddle and he doing that and eating a W, and you got to look at him. The camera's all on you. You got to partake in that. You'd be like, this offense rocker. But that dude, I guarantee you that dude's a fun-ass dude to be around. I can just tell by his energy. Fun-ass dude to be around. He don't take life serious at all. So, in a sense, that's a good thing. And I just had to mention my boy Jameson. I had to. Finally gonna get a start. Because the freaking car is glass. Porcelain. How many times the dude got to get knocked out? Listen, I ain't wishing no ill will on Carr, but I'm glad, damn it, Jameis. And Jameis just gonna come in and start yamming that thing on Olave. Olave gonna have about $150. Got him in both leagues. Yeah. I'm ready to reap. Like Zeke. And y'all see me spitting those bars. See me spitting those bars on the platform. Okay, so let's move along here. I gave Jameson Winston enough shine on the platform. So let's go to running backs. Everybody's up in arm about Zeke. Will he get volume? Yes. Will he be efficient? No. Not in my opinion. Okay. Plays against Pittsburgh Thursday night. Pittsburgh's a hot mess. Patriots are a hot mess. Hot mess. I'm sure that over-under is going to be low, especially with Mitch Trubisky going to be starting. And Kenny Pickett's out. It's going to be a hot mess. I expect Pittsburgh to get on that tail, though. I expect them to thump that rump. So I don't see Zeke being overly efficient. I can see him getting a lot of rushes. They'll probably have his over-under rushes probably around about 16. So he's going to get a lot of work. Nobody else to get it. Um, but he'll get a lot of passes too. I just don't think he'll be efficient. But hey, running backs are hard to come by, you know. So Zeke Elliott at running back, if you need that type of person that gives some volume and a safe floor, very safe floor. Tajay Spears, obviously. Derrick Henry took a massive hit. I don't know if y'all seen it. And Tajay Spears was expected to start. Unfortunate for Tajay Spears, he plays Monday night against the Dolphins. That give Mr. freaking Henry an extra day to rest, and they say he's on track to play. I picked him up in the work league. I was hoping to be able to play him because I don't really want to play Charbonnet or Kenneth Walker against San Fran. I don't want to do it. It kind of sucks. I feel I'm setting myself up for failure. Who knows? I might just wait and play Spears. You never know. Spears may get more work, and it might be a boat race, right? They might be boat racing, and Miami going to be boat racing, and then guess what? Henry won't be in the game. So sometimes you got to take a chance. I don't know. We'll see. I'll look at the practice reports. Anyway, enough about me. Goodness gracious. Zeke Elliott and Tajay Spears, the first two. Number 3 is Keaton Mitchell. Probably on people's on teams, of course. But hey, on some leagues out there might be slipping. It's believed that he's starting back. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've read in some sources. I don't be watching the games in the middle, in the beginning. And they're just giving him work. He's explosive. He's not going to get goal lines. He's going to have to get it from outside, the goal line, because that's when old Gus Bussy comes in and gets his. But, man, this dude's been running and he's explosive. I think whatever his line is, too, I'm going to keep saying stuff about betting and stuff like that. I'm sure whatever his line is, maybe 52 or something like that. I'm just throwing a number out there. I haven't seen it. I guarantee you he goes over as well. So I think they play the Chargers or something like that. No, don't play the Chargers. Rams. They play the Rams. So he just that dude's gonna be something. Again, I don't think he's gonna be a 3-down bag. Small. But the dude's hella explosive, so keep an eye on him. Number 4, Roschon Johnson. I think that Roschon Johnson, they're gonna be Roschon Johnson's the type of person where they're going to be having to give him work to see what they got in him. He's already, he's listed as the starter. He got more work than Herbert last week, and they're just phasing him. They're phasing Herbert out, and at the end of the day, they got to see what they got in Roschon. So Roschon is number 4. I like Roschon. I want to see what he has, and I think they're going to feature him down the stretch. And number 5, Kenneth Gainwell. My dog, Kenneth Gainwell. Well, it's supposed to have been his job over there in Philly. He got nicked up, and old boy came in. Swift and freaking started toting. But Swift took a nice hit against them now. Towards the end of the game, right? And so he's in danger for missing the game this coming week. I don't know if he will, but keep an eye on it because Gainwell could be a nice play this week against the Dallas Cowgirls. That's right, Dallas Cowgirls. I said it. So, let's go over the running backs. Zeke, Tajay Spears, Keaton Mitchell, Roschon Johnson, and Kenneth Gainwell for Week 14. Let's jump to wide receivers. Look at here. Mr. Noah Brown is back on the map. How somebody's back on the map after giving a nice goose egg? Nice goose egg like that. But the fact is, even though he did a goose egg, he wasn't the number 1 receiver or the second option on the team. But now, since rookie phenom Tank Dell, see, man, nothing's promised, okay? Tank Dell was legit a beast. And all of a sudden, fibula, I think is done for the season. And this is not about Tank Dell, but it's like life can be sweet. This ain't about football. Life can be so sweet, guys, one moment. And adversity will hit you. And you'll wonder why. But you got to be able to play the cards that you dealt in life. Life ain't fair. And sometimes you got to look out for you. Maybe me taking some time for myself or whatever the case may be. You got to reprioritize some stuff, take some stuff off your plate. You know what I'm saying? Don't get overwhelmed. It's tough because we try to take on too much. And even me, I'm a strong guy. I ain't as strong as I used to be. I'm weak and out of shape. But at the end of the day, mentally, the brain don't lift weights. And, have an emotional breakdown. So just understand that. Just kind of keep things in perspective in life, man. Don't try not to take on too much. We're human. All right. A little sidebar, man, but I just feel I had to say that. Maybe it resonated with somebody. That's why I said I don't know. Noah Brown, but he's back on the block. Nico Collins the number one, but they play against the Jets, so that's gonna be tough, right? Nobody don't really throw in the Jets like that. So, but still, Noah Brown and Tank is out for the rest of the season. Noah Brown can those huge games, and you ask me, Nico ain't been the best bill of health his damn self. So we'll see what happens. So Noah Brown number one, Jaden Reed and Romeo Dobbs, because Christian Watson glassed out. I'm like, dude, right when I'm thinking about putting you in the lineup in the work league. You go in glass out. He had a huge game. But Jaden Reed and Romeo Dobbs are excellent plays, especially as well as Jordan Love is playing right now. So I put them together. Reed and Dobbs at number two. Number three, Jonathan Mingo, man. Jonathan Mingo, young guy, young cat over there in the Panthers. And I'll be honest with you, essentially he's the number one now. Thielen had a great, but a great run. He did better than I thought he'd do. Actually, I kind of felt he'd do well, but he would taper off like he's doing. Father Time is undefeated. So Mingo had 10 catches. He had a 6 for 69. I figure it'll be kind of like that again, where he'll get 9 or 10 targets again. All depends what he does with them. They play against the Saints. I expect the Saints. My God, if the Saints let me down on defense, I'm going to cut their ass. Well, not really. I don't know, because they got a favorable matchup next week. But damn it, man. I've saved them. I pat them on my team for like 3 weeks for this. They better freaking come through. So the three wide receivers. Oh, let me give you the fourth one. I don't know how comfortable you feel, but I have to say about it. Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore actually over there, the dude had 10 targets. 12? 12. He only caught 4 of them or something like that. But Flacco throws it to him and targets to him, and Amari Cooper went out with a concuss. So Elijah Moore, they got that little mind meld type of thing when they was over there at the Jets. So, hey, man. You get the targets, you get the opportunity, that's where it's at. Wide receivers are Noah Brown, Jaden Reed / Romeo Dobbs, Jonathan Mingo, and Elijah Moore. All right? Now, let's go to tight ends. Press like on the video, guys. I appreciate if you press like on the videos to let me know, because look, I can be off right now having me a little sip, watching me a little TV, catching up on some Netflix, getting a little or something. But look, I'm looking out for you guys. All right? So press like on the video while I'm running my mouth and looking at you right now to show your appreciation. That's all I ask. I see the views. I expect to see a corresponding amount of likes. All right? So let's move on. Let's go to tight ends. Listen, Isaiah Likely should be picked up and on squads. He got a lot of volume, and he actually, 6 catches. He had 4 or 6 catches, 4 for 60 or something along those lines. And he should be due to score. I would like him to score this coming week. Lamar better not screw me in the flawless league. God, he better not screw me. But I'm going to lean on him. I got to. So Isaiah Likely, he's the first tight end. I've got to keep saying. Number 2, though, he's probably definitely unrostered in a lot of leagues, and that's Brevin Jordan. Okay, well, he could have been picked up in some leagues last week when old boy got hurt. The tight end over there for Houston, but Brevin Jordan, he did good. He had 3 catches for 64. So for Houston, so those sound like downfield targets to me. So that's 20 yards a catch. So if we're gonna believe in Stroud, you gotta believe in his receiving weapons. Brevin Jordan's a great play this coming week, especially with the cornerbacks in the secondary they have. Brevin Jordan will probably get a lot of looks. And Gerald Everett, of course, for the Chargers, he's the third tight end. He should get played. Parham had like a terrible drop this past week. Plus he don't get volume. Gerald Everett is the volume tight end. So, but Parham should be good next year, because Everett, I'm sure he won't be there because he's long in the tooth, but he's still good. But Yeah, this time's up. So tight ends are Isaiah Likely, Brevin Jordan, and Gerald Everett. Let's go to some defenses. Let's get that good D. That good D. And there's some good Ds out there. Pause. This week, you can go with New Orleans Saints against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina, you better not try to show your A against freaking the Saints. Let your boy live. I want some picks. I want some fumbles from Barooskis. Let's go. And Green Bay defense playing against the Giants. That should be nice juice. Green Bay defense is playing well. There's a lot of free agents out there too a lot. And also third, I'm gonna go with Houston at the Jets. You have to target the Jets. You have to target the Jets. Jets and Giants in Carolina. That's what I did. So the defenses are New Orleans Saints, Green Bay, and Houston as Week 14 defenses that you can stream and collect the W. Go all the way around the Monopoly board, collect your $200 and your W, and playoff seed Week 14. Flawless fantasy football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Let's get those lineups in. Let's get those players, those additions, add and drop accordingly. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next video. Let's get it. Flawless.